Hi, it's me, Daphne, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you all about the books I hope to read in August. I had a very slumpy July, so pretty much every book on my July TBR is still up for grabs. I'm gonna tell you what are my new priorities for the month, the things that I feel like I'm probably in the mood for based on the things that I did in July, and what obligations I have. And I'm gonna be also doing a couple fun pulls from this new little TBR jar that I put together. So this TBR jar contains all the ebooks that I own on my Kindle. They're like downloaded mine, permanently mine on my Kindle. And it's like over 150 books. Okay, it's a lot. I need to like give these books that I own some time to shine because I have been surprised in the past by some of the free books that I've picked up. But if I do DNF any of the books in here, at least I can permanently delete them off my Kindle and clear up some digital clutter. That's what we'll do at the end of this TBR because I have things like I already know that I want to read. So we'll do this last. I'll probably pull 2 books from it. So the first book I have on my TBR for August is a bit of a heavier read. I'm reading this for my IRL book club, and that is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. So I didn't know that much about this book before agreeing to read it. The only thing I knew was that it had a lot of positive reviews about it. It had like critical acclaim, and I knew it was about Black people. So I am really excited about this. I'm reading through the synopsis right now. It looks like it's about young women and a pair of sisters in the early 20th century who live in rural Georgia. And also there are discussions of domestic and sexual abuse. Interested to dive into it. A little scared, to be honest, because I know it's gonna hurt and I know I'm probably gonna cry a lot and I'm probably gonna think about the things that happen in this book for the rest of my life and be sad about it. But I think it'll be a good experience overall. Also, I mentioned to my grandmother when I visited her 2 weeks ago that I was reading this book, and she's like, oh, isn't that when the little girl beep, 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 and like spoilers? I'm like, what the F, Grandma? I haven't read the book yet. Why are you spoiling? Love her, but sometimes she just says things. Then I kind of failed because I'm still reading Harry Potter 5. I started this on the 1st of July. I'm on page 600 pretty much. And I'm enjoying it for the most part. I just haven't sat down long enough. I've been carrying it around with me, but I'll only read like a handful of pages a day. But yeah, I'm making my way through this. I'm really enjoying it. I need to update my spoiler vlog on this because I'm getting close to the end and I haven't done that yet. If you don't know anything about the 5th one, I mean, can I really spoil Harry Potter? Probably, but I won't. I'll do that in the vlog. All you need to know is that the Order of the Phoenix is the good guys and they're preparing themselves against the bad guys who are under the command of Lord Voldemort, but the broader magical community doesn't want to believe that Voldemort is back, so there's a lot of like slander against anybody that's saying Voldemort is back, and the Minister of Magic is really shady because, I don't know, like if there was a major threat that people were saying were coming, like basically a terrorist is coming, you don't just be like, no, he's not, no, you're a liar. Like I don't have any proof that like he's not, but like I don't want to believe it, so I'm just gonna like not let anybody speak about this and be delusional. So that's pretty much what this book is about. So far in my experience with J.K. Rowling, she really knocks it out of the park at the end of the books. So yeah, I'm excited to like really ramp up as I get close to the end because that seems to be where the majority of the action happens. A lot of the beginning half is like building up the building blocks to like make that action happen, which is greatly appreciated once you're deep in it. You know, it doesn't feel so implausible when you see Harry learning new skills and see alliances being made or like relationships being built and da-da-da-da-da. Like she really like puts the pieces together so that the payoff is stronger at the end. So I'm hoping I get that experience with this one. So still reading that. Sorry with the noise. Okay. Shame on me. I didn't read this. I started reading a couple pages with my eyes, had other things come up that I needed to prioritize. Then the audiobook from the library came in. Then I was like, ooh, I should listen and read with my eyes at the same time because I was trying to listen to it while I was working yesterday. And I'm just honestly, I'm not a very good listener. If I don't read it in August, I'm never gonna speak about it again until it's read, okay? Because I'm ashamed. It's a Indian-based mythology story about a princess. That's pretty much all I know. Speaking of the library, then I got the audiobook of Someone You Can Build a Nest In. That came in, and I picked this up on a whim because my friend Kristen told me there's romance in it. And I thought it was just kind of like a spooky book. But no, she said no, it's like got a cute romance in it. And I was like, intrigued. So I put myself on the list for the audiobook at the library, and it came in. So we'll see if I make the time to listen to it in August. I'll try my best. It's out of my comfort zone, so it's not like top priority, but I have it available, so I should try. And it'll be nice to try something new. And then also talking about my friend Sam, I started Red Rising. I was probably like 15% or so into it. He got out of like the mine. Like he wasn't in the mine in the story anymore. Enough had happened. It's not super my vibe, but I want to read it because I own it and I want to be able to talk about it with Sam and Eliza. However, I will say I'm learning about myself that when it comes to sci-fi, I like them to be more on the realistic side, kind of like Project Hail Mary or like that alien book, The Three Body Problem. But yeah, I want it to feel like kind of plausible and that it's using like actual science and stuff versus like sci-fi fantasy. I don't care about like space and like spaceships when it comes to just like fantasy. I want it to be like the time continuum and the this and the that and the science theories and the scientists, you know. I like the science part of science fiction, not just the space part. Even though I love space. Honestly, if science fiction doesn't take place in space, like I don't really care, I don't think. Though, does any science fiction not take place in space? Is that a requirement? I don't know. On a tangent. I want to give it a try. I want to give it a fair shot. Maybe I'll do that in August. Then I'm really excited to continue my Elsie Silver journey. I'm doing a reread of Heartless from her Chestnut Spring series because that was my favorite book of all time that she's ever written that I've read. And I think I need kind of the refresher of all the characters before I go into her next book in that series, which is Powerless. So I'm currently reading Heartless. I'm like 25% in. I'm still absolutely loving it. That is between Willa and Cade, and it's a nanny, single dad trope relationship, and she's taking care of Cade's 5-year-old son for the summer, and she's living in his house, and she's best friends with the heroine from the first book. And I'm appreciating the background of all the side characters before I jump into, like I said, the third one with those characters, because I've also noticed reading Elsie Silver's books that she kind of expects you to know all that stuff already. She doesn't really like build context up again for you. She kind of just like dumps you in. At least she did in her other series. And like I don't know, I felt kind of lost when I left too big of a gap between books, and I kind of forgot about what the deal is with the characters and like what their pasts were that were established in earlier books. So yeah, I think this is a good strategy. Plus I get to read one of my favorite books again. And then Powerless is between Sloane, who I have no idea who Sloane is. I've never met Sloane before, and Jasper, who is one of the like honorary brothers in this Chestnut Springs world. He's a hockey player. He's famous for being a hockey player, but he's got some kind of like mysterious, dark past, sad past that I don't know what the deal is. Even reading Heartless, like up to 25%, like I know he's got like some kind of dark past, but I don't know what it is. They were childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, and apparently there's a road trip. So we'll see how that goes, and I hope I love it. And then let's see from the TBR jar what I should try to read from my owned ebook collection. All right, it's shuffled. Let's pick one officially. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, this is the one I picked up. I picked Same Time Next Year, which is a book by Tessa Bailey, I think. I think it's like a novella, like shorter book by her. I picked this up on Amazon's First Reads, I think, for free. It says Amazon Original Story. It's a novella, a steamy novella that's supposed to be funny. Apparently there's a fake marriage. OMG. Okay, this sounds really good. I was just reading the synopsis. Okay, so this is between Britta and Sumner. So Britta works in a bar, which is frequently patroned by this hockey club. Her half brother is in this hockey club, so she has like a strict no dating the hockey players rule for herself, but she does have a soft spot for one of the players, and his name is Sumner. He apparently is on the brink of breaking into the NHL, but he's Canadian and he's having visa drama. So his teammates beg Britta, because she's American and this takes place in America, they beg her to marry Sumner so that he can stay. So she's a little hesitant or whatever, and it says, Sum is embarrassed yet hopeful. He's desperately in love. He's already in love with her? He's already in love with her? He's been pining for her? I love pining, okay? Pining gets me nearly every single time, okay? I guess she eventually agrees, and I think it's supposed to be a marriage only for a year that begins on New Year's Eve. So I guess that's why it's same time next year. Not really sure, but at least it's not time jumping, like, oh, it's 1 year, and then we meet in the next year for 1 day, and then like another year we meet for 1 day, and then like it lasts for 5 years. Like, I hate that kind of stuff. I'm like, why are we wasting so much time? So this sounds really fun. So I'm actually very excited. Let me add it to my little TBR on my phone. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, that's successful. Oh my God, I'm so excited, and I like that it's short because I always need a short book. All right, let's pick the second one. Okay, that wasn't horrible, right? Okay, maybe we'll get lucky again. I'm scared. The noise outside. Oh, one fell out. I don't want that to be the pick. Ah. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh God, it's a random one. West Side Love Story. Again, I think I picked this up at like Amazon First Reads for free. Not super excited about this. This one might not get read. Should the hard and fast rule be if I don't at least read the first couple pages in the given month that I picked it out, that I should just permanently delete it? That feels pretty fair. That feels pretty fair, honestly. And genuinely, I think that would like feel really good to do. I will give West Side Love Story a try. Let me see what it's about. I mean, clearly it's based off West Side Story, which I did read in high school. And I've seen the movie, like the old-timey movie, and enjoyed well enough, I guess. It is diverse, which is nice, right? Is Priscilla actually, she's Puerto Rican. Okay, we've got some diversity, more diversity on the list, which is always a good thing. Takes place in Texas, star-crossed lovers, feuding familias. Yeah, it just feels very familiar to West Side Story. How long is it? 330 pages, so it's like a proper book. We'll see if it does anything different. Okay, we'll try. Not the most exciting way to end off the thing. Let me know if you've read that book before. That would help encourage me to read it. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Obviously, it helps out my channel and I would greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you in another video. Bye.